Hi, Tony.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for coming to XO.
Great.
So I guess, this is the first opportunity that we've had to have you visit our sales office.
Right.
And as you know, we're launching the site very soon, in the next couple of weeks, in fact. And we're here today just to tell you a bit about XO and about, the plans for the building.
Yeah, that's right. As a broker, I heard that the project will be an excellent opportunity for the investors. That's why I come to see you. What can we get today?
Okay, well, let me tell you a bit about XO. XO is going to be a 14-story boutique-style building. Yeah. It'll have 297 units, so a nice size building in the sense that people living here will get to know their neighbors. It's not one of those really massive towers where you don't have that opportunity. The property is actually located at King and Dufferin, and when you look at King and Dufferin from a neighborhood standpoint, it really is at the crossroads of where a bunch of different neighborhoods come together, and that's what's special and unique about this building. You get a little bit of King West, a little bit of Queen West, access to Exhibition Stadium right at the end of Dufferin Street if you go south for a few blocks. And then also Parkdale. And Parkdale is going through a major transformation right now, and that's where I think the great opportunity is. People want to be in a neighborhood that is going through a transition. You want to be early at that transitional period, and that's where you see the greatest opportunities for growth and personal investment growth.
Great. So 200-something units for this building. What facility will you have for this project?
Well, there's a couple facilities. So first of all, as you know, Lifetime, when we do buildings, we pay very close attention to the lobby. Right. The lobby is the very first impression that people get when they come into the building, and we want that to be a great reflection of the people that buy at the building and who they are. Right. So it's going to have an amazing lobby, and the lobby will be off of Dufferin Street. Then along King Street, we'll have retail. So we're going to be bringing in some great restaurants or cafes or a clothing store. All depends on how the building grows and what we feel is the best mix for the neighborhood and for the people living in the building. But amenity-wise, on the second floor, we'll have a great dining area, a great lounge, which we know are all heavily used and very important facilities for the building. All spaces have outdoor spaces connected to the indoor spaces, so we try to design the space so that there's a good flow of indoor and outdoor use. So outdoor you'll have the barbecues. Right. And then we have a great fitness facility as well, which also continues outside. So we actually have a yoga center outside. So
yes. Outside yoga center, that's great. Okay.
So very unique. And then in addition to that, we did, knowing how people are now living and working in their buildings, and quite often, they try to bring work home. So we designed a space called the business center, and it is
like a hotel business center.
Almost like a hotel, yeah. So it's set up so that people can go there with their laptops, great Wi-Fi, but it's very functional for working outside of their units. And then knowing the demographics of the people that are moving to this neighborhood and how it's a very young but maturing demographic. Right. We're seeing a lot of people moving out of Liberty Village, where they bought one-bedroom units, and they were just starting, working or just got married. So now we're seeing those people starting to look for slightly bigger units or two-bedroom units because they're starting families. So we actually have in the amenity space a children's play center, which again has indoor and outdoor facilities for kids. So, it's a great place for the kids to run around or draw on the walls. You don't want that in your unit, so we have a great space for that.
That's excellent. I want to say that, more and more buildings have a facility for kids to homework, playing around, more family-oriented. That is more investors looking for too.
Well, the amenities floor and the amenity space is really, it's a social space, but it's a way of extending your own personal unit. And so we always look at the amenities as an extension of the person's individual unit. Great. And then another great feature is the fact that immediately south of our property, so right on our doorstep, is actually a 20,000 square foot park.
So the park is just in south of the building?
Yeah. right next door.
Oh.
So it's a great facility for the building.
right.
The best part of it is that it doesn't form part of your maintenance fees. It's a city park, so the city will maintain it and manage it. And obviously all the residents will have access to it, and I'm sure we'll make great use of it. It's got a splash pad and a children's jungle gym, so it's a great urban park.
Oh, that is really great idea. Thank you.
And then the last thing that I'll point out before you move on
Yeah, okay.
is the fact that this building is located right on two streetcar lines, which is extremely important. When you think about how congested streetcar lines are, number one, people moving to the financial core, when they get to King and Bathurst or
Right,
King and
right,
Spadina,
right.
it really gets hard to get on those streetcars.
Right.
But getting on at King and Dufferin, you should have no problem, and you should be able to get to
Right.
the financial core as easily as you want.
Yeah.
And then in addition to that, there's also the Dufferin line. So there's two streetcar lines,
Yeah.
and the city is now in the process of building the Smart Track line, and there's going to be a Smart Track station right at King and Atlantic, which is only 2 blocks away.
So let me summarize here.
Yeah.
You have a great location, you have transit, and you have a family-oriented building, and you have a big park to the south.
That's
That
it.
is excellent
it.
investment opportunity for our Chinese buyer too,
Yes.
right? So as the biggest Chinese brokerage in town, HomeLife Landmark Realty has been selling for a lifetime for many, many years. So you name it, XO Condo, Four Seasons Hotel, Index Condo, Karma Condo,
Yes.
Panda Condo last year, right? We, as a broker, we sold a lot of units for your project, right? So we hope that we will do well, selling more units here for your project.
Well, that's what relationships are all about. So
Great, yeah.
we've developed a very strong relationship over the last 10 years working together,
Yeah.
and we see a great future working together as well.
Great.
Thank you.
you.